Big dreams require big risks. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick, it's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about big dreams require big risks. You know what I'm saying? Man, this message right here, I'm gonna speak to somebody out here with this message, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason why some people be going through a lot more in life is because they have big dreams. The reason why some people have to spend a lot more money and they have to spend a lot more, they have to take a lot more risks is because they have big dreams. You see, some of these people who don't have big dreams, they may judge the person who has big dreams. Because they looking at the person who has big dreams, it's like, damn, you always spending money on some risks. You always spending all type of money investing in some risk. See, this person who don't have big dreams, they save every last dollar that they make. They take zero risk, ever. They take no risk at all. So now, some of them may judge the person who's always taking risk. Always. Because this person has big dreams, man. You can't judge the person who is taking big risks. Man, don't get me started when I took my biggest risk. I took a risk so big, I almost passed out. Man, I needed CPR, man. I took a risk so big, I done took some big risks. I thought I was about to faint. I ain't never fainted before. Why am I fainting now? I done took a risk so big, my brain done traveled back to the dinosaur era. I done seen T-Rexes. Man, I done seen the binoculars, man, all type of stuff. Man, I seen it all. The risk was so scary. You ever take a risk so big? You done seen an elephant? I thought elephants don't be walking outside at midnight. Where's this elephant coming from? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I done took risks so big, bro, to whereas, man, the risk so big, bro, I didn't get the password to Area 51. I done, telling y'all, man, like, but hey, bro, those people who don't have all these big goals and big dreams, they don't understand this type of stuff. They don't understand this type of pain, this type of pressure, taking all these risks. Sometimes your risk don't even be paying off anytime soon. You know the risk gonna pay off. It's like taking a risk is like planting a seed. You don't know when that risk gonna pay off. You don't know what seed is going. Let's say you done took like 100 risks, right? You done took 100 risks, and all those risks are seeds. You don't know what seed is going to pop out of the ground first. That's out of your control. You do not know what risk is going to pop out of that ground first and become a tree that's going to supply your needs. You don't know which seed is going to come out first. Yeah, you could play Russian roulette, be like, oh yeah, I think that seed gonna be the one to come out of the ground first. You don't know. That's where risk, bro. Warriors take risk. Strong people take risk. Weak people who are scared, cowards, bro. You think a coward is gonna take a risk? Hell no. They ain't gonna take them big risks. They might take this minuscule baby risk. They might take these baby risks. But they not gonna take a big risk. They not gonna take a big risk. They gonna take the minute because they cowards, bro. A lot of these people be cowards, bro. They scared, man. They scared to take them big risk. Oh, but I need something to fall back on just in case the risk don't work. Sometimes, what if God removes the cushion that you were supposed to fall on? You take the risk, then God removes the cushion that you were supposed to fall back on after that risk. Then what? Then you see what I'm saying? Stuff is real. And you gotta pay the price to take the risk. you gotta pay the price for the risk. Oh, you think you're about to win big from the risk that you took without paying the price? No, you're gonna take a risk, and then it's gonna feel like God gonna remove everything from you. You're gonna feel like you're going through some type of supernatural losses. That's the price you are paying, because the risk you took was so good, man. You took a good risk. So now you're paying the price for the risk. The risk was scary within itself. The risk felt that like the price. But now you're paying another price just to see the fruits of the risk. Stuff crazy, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, like these people who have all these small goals, they may judge you because you have big goals. They may judge you. They may not understand where you're coming from, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in order to win big, bro, you're gonna have to take some big risks. Big risks. If you don't take no big risk, you're gonna slave forever. If you don't take no type of big risks, you're gonna slave forever. You're gonna be a slave forever. If you don't take no types of big risks, you're gonna be a slave forever. Because fear is gonna stop you from breaking free from slavery. Unless you was born rich and this and that. But even if you was born rich, you still gotta take risk to build your legacy. So for if you was born rich, it may not be so much of like a risk to make money. It's gonna be a risk for you to build something for yourself outside of your parents' money. If you want to become somebody outside of your parents' money, you're gonna have to take risks to build your own legacy. So even if you was born rich, you're gonna take big risks to build legacy and all type of stuff, to build your own path. You know what I'm saying? Now, might be a lot easier because you get some type of parents' money now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't listen to me, man. If you rich, it's gonna be easier to take all type of risk. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about when you following God, bro, there is no cheating. There is no cheating in the walk with God. God is gonna make sure. God is gonna find a way to break you down for you to pay the price. You're gonna do your time. God is gonna make sure you do your time. There is no cheating in the kingdom. You don't cheat God. You don't cheat legacy. You ain't just about to come into God's kingdom thinking that you was born rich, to whereas you're gonna escape all of God's tests using your money and all that. God gonna break you down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it's wrong to be born rich. I'm saying God is gonna find a way for you to do your time, for you to really pay the price. God gonna find a way. Money ain't gonna stop the test from God. Money ain't gonna stop you from paying the price. See, a lot of these rich people, they be thinking money gonna stop them from paying the price. Not with God, bro. You gonna pay the price. But let me look at my notes real quick, actually. Now let's talk about these people who be tithing in churches. Man, these people be giving like 10% of their income to the church. They be giving their money to these churches that's watered down, these false pagan religious churches. They be giving 10% of their money tithing churches that God is against. Why are you tithing a church that God is against? Why are you tithing these preachers that God is against just for them to rob you? You know what I'm saying? They be giving 10% of their income to these churches, tithing the church. Why are you tithing something that God is against? Oh, I'm tithing because God said so. God did not tell you to give your money to a watered down church. God did not tell you to give your money to these pagan religious preachers. Who told you that? These churches be pagan, these churches be religious. These churches is not preaching the truth of God. God is against these churches, and these are the churches that you are tithing to. And here's where it get crazy. These people be giving 10% of their income to God. So you telling me God deserves 10%? You see how this stuff don't even be making sense to me, bro. God deserves 10%. You got people like me, we give God 100% plus. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm giving God like 300 million% out of 100%, bro. I be giving God more than 100%. Always. I be giving God more than 100%. I be giving God more than 100%. I be giving God more than 100% effort. I be giving God 100% even when I be taking financial risks. I be putting up my own money, my own risks, and I be putting it into the kingdom of God to advance and to take God's kingdom to the next level. All that stuff is cost money, bro. All that stuff is a risk. Investing in your art, investing in your talent, so your talent will be used to glorify God's kingdom. All that stuff takes money. All that stuff be taking risks. If you want to take this stuff to the big level, man, I be giving God like 300 million%. Why these people giving God 10%? These people giving God 10%. While you got people like me, we giving God more than 100%. Who's God going to take more serious? Who you giving the other 100% to? I mean, who you giving the other 90% to? To yourself? These people don't care about God, bro. These people care about lies, bro. Lies and religion. That's all these people care about. They giving God 10% and they giving themselves 90%. They giving their family 100%. These people don't care about God. I thought we supposed to give God 100%. What's going on with these people, man? They giving all these fake friends, man. They giving all these fake friends 100%, all type of stuff, man. Stuff don't even be making sense. But yeah, I mean, like, bro, when I take financial risks, I take my risks wholeheartedly, bro. You know what I'm saying? I take my risks wholeheartedly. And then there's two types of risks. I'm not gonna say there's two types of risks, but there's different types of risks. There's forced risks, and then there's like risks from love. You know what I'm saying? There's risks that's taken because you are forced to take the risk, and then there's risks that's taken out of love. The risk that I take for God is out of love. I take my risks out of love. I don't wait to be forced to take risk. See what I'm saying? I'm not waiting to be forced to take the risk. I'm taking the risk out of love. And what do I mean when I say forced risk? Forced risks. Damn, tongue twister. Forced risks. What do I mean by that? It means that the person is growing older. They start to see, damn, I'm slaving at this 9 to 5. I'm never gonna make it out. Dang, I'm forced to take the risk now because I really don't have a choice. I know I wasted years. I know I should have took risks when I was younger. I know I should have took my risks earlier. But no, I passed time. I was going out clubbing and smoking and drinking. I was not taking no risks. I should have taken my risks when I was younger so I could set myself up for the future. But now that I'm much older now I'm forced to take the risk because now it's like my eyes is open. I'm gonna be a slave forever if I don't take no risk. Damn, that's what you call a forced risk. To whereas God told these people to take risks a long time ago and they rejected it. God told these people to take risks when they was much younger. They rejected it. Now that they're much older, they realizing, damn, I have to take a risk to be free. I had to take risks to be free. So now they are forced to take the risk. They're not taking the risk out of love. They are forced to take the risk. Versus the people who take the risks out of love. That's me. I took my risk early. Whoo, man, I took my risk early as hell, man. People see all the things I accomplished for God. They like, damn, how you accomplished all that? I took my risk early. Bro, that's why God gonna continue to bless me. When you take your risk early, God gonna bless you. When you take your risks early, God gonna bless you. Especially if you're taking like good risks and you really trying your best to make it out, God gonna bless you because you took your risk early, man. You took your risk early, man. Telling you, man. Stuff is real. Man, this stuff real, bro. This stuff is not a game. People be like, man, I'm tired of slaving. I'm tired of working slave 9 to 5, deadbeat jobs. I'm tired of this stuff. Take them risks early, man. Plant them seeds early as hell. Man, you got all type of tactical advantages when you plant stuff early. Man, you better take them risks early as hell, bro. If you don't want to keep suffering till the end of time, you better take them risks early, bro. What? Hey, you could ignore what I'm saying. If you was born in riches, GG's. But if you wasn't born in riches, you better take them risks early. Telling you, man. If you wasn't born in riches, you better take them risks early. You better fail and fail and fail and fail early as hell. You better take 1,000,000 L's early. Early. Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I was still living with my mom, bro, I was taking risks. Because you ain't gotta pay no bills, you ain't gotta pay no rent. Oh man. Perfect up, bro. You better. When you younger, bro, you ain't got no bills or rent or nothing like that right now. Or you ain't even paying the full. Let's say you paying some bills, but you ain't even paying the full amount. You better take maximum risks. Maximum risks, bro. Hey, bro. Even if you take risks, you could be 17, you start taking risks. You could be 16, start taking risks. I mean, you take your risk early, you good, bro. Hey, bro, stop. You better take risks on us, man. If you wanna be a slave, continue. Continue, man. That's up to you. If you wanna be free, you take them risks early. Telling you, man. Big goals requires big risk. And sometimes you're gonna look crazy taking them big risks. You're gonna look crazy taking big risks. Everybody gonna look at you like you done lost your mind. Don't even tell these people about the risk that you done took. But sometimes they gonna put 2 and 2 together, and they gonna look at you crazy anyway. You keep trusting God. You keep taking them. Hey, bro, I'm not telling you to take stupid risks or anything like that. I'm telling you, try your best to make smart risks. Try your best to take big, smart risks, bro. Telling you, man, it changed your life, man. You cannot win big without no big risk, man. Be smart. Be very smart. But don't be scared to take them big risks, man. Telling you, man. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, man. Peace.